friends, how's it going? I'm not sure if this is going to be a long video or one of the short ones. I have little mama with me right here. She just got her COVID and her flu shot, so she's not feeling the greatest, but right this second she's entertained with some toys. So I'm just going to see what we get done, and if it ends up being just an eye look, it ends up being just an eye look, and such is life, such is life. Today I am reaching for my Merry Christmas palette from Odin's Eye. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I've been very inspired lately by makeup as a whole. I've been reaching for things that I haven't reached for in a while, and I've been so glad to do it. It's not something I'm feeling forced to do. It's something I'm feeling inspired to do. So while I'm in my creative era, I figured I'd pull for palettes that are a bit more of a challenge for me to use. I don't really know what's going on with me. I have been impulsively buying a lot of just stuff, not even stuff that I've been super interested in, just stuff. And I'm not sure why I'm doing it. I want to stop. There's a very real want to stop doing it. I've just been having a hard time actually stopping. So I do have quite a few orders coming in. I've said a million times over again that this is the last one. I'm not going to do it anymore, but the reality is I never really know. I just know that I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday until I reach a point where I feel like my spending is sustainable once again, because right now I'm just, I don't know, I'm just buying things to buy things. But because I'm getting joy out of things I haven't reached for much, that's a good sign. I think that that's a good step in the right direction for me. Okay. Merry Christmas Palette. I'm feeling really drawn to this bottom row. And I know that that's so boring, because I'm doing color stories that look like they were put there for a reason. But that's what I'm feeling called to in this moment. So that's what we're going to rock with, unless I'm doing things in the wrong order. Unless I change my mind, which is possible. It's funny because this video is going up on Halloween. And this is the Merry Christmas palette. It's going to be a very busy week for me. I have been running around all day already, but I'm at the point where I'm pretty much done for today until Sean gets home. Just have to get my kids from the bus, but besides that, I'm pretty much done. So day one of the work week is elfing. I'm excited to volunteer at my kids' school to do, by the time you guys are seeing this, it's over, but they're doing like a Day of the Dead, I don't want to try to say it because I'm not going to say it right, but it's the Day of the Dead event. And I'm really excited because I'm finally going to get to be, one of the moms there helping out, and that also means I get to spend some time with my kiddos at the event, but I also get to see, what the event is, because when your kids explain to you events, you're not getting like the full picture. You're getting, bits and pieces here and there. So actually getting to be there and see like, what is this event even like? I know what it's about, but it's different when you're there. So I'm excited I get to be one of those moms. I'm thankful I get to be one of those moms, because when things start like right after school, a lot of working parents don't get to be there ever. Unless they like take vacation, but they don't always ask for volunteers with enough time for working parents to, find coverage and this and that. So I just feel grateful. I know Sean and I make a joke out of my spending problem, but I do genuinely, like, I'm very grateful, I'm very thankful, and I think Sean knows that. Like, we make light of it, but no, I really, really am grateful for him, so it all works out for us. I'm gonna take hot cocoa. It's like this red, tap, tap, and ooh, that's pigmented. I'm going to get my shape going. It's interesting that they made the red the hot cocoa shade. I'm at the point where, so today I once again impulse bought another palette that was out of stock that I had no interest in when it launched, to tell you guys the truth. I was just like, you know, snoozy. But then it blew up and people are saying it's so sparkly, it's so pretty, she's that girl. And then I went looking for videos and content on it. And I found lots of videos and content and lots of swatches and lots of unboxings. And still, I don't see anything super spectacular about the palette. I don't find it to be sparkly. I don't find it to be, like that girl. I don't know. But it came back in stock today. And so I ordered it. And this is why I want to talk about it, because I felt numb. It was like the Electrum Cosmetics palette all over again. Everybody else was super excited about it, and I just wasn't. And then I ordered it, and I still wasn't excited about it. I was just like, okay, cool, I did that. But then, like, and I told Sean about it, and of course you guys know Sean. He's just like, cool, like, can't wait till I get here to see it. And I'm just like, the problem is, like, I impulse bought this thing I knew I didn't want, and they were not messing around. When I ordered it, 20 minutes later, I got a notification that it shipped, girl. They were on top of it. So I'm going to look at it when it comes. I'm probably going to get excited about it when it comes. But right now, I mean, I ordered this palette. It's the Blend Bunny Garden of Stars, I think is what it's called. It's the all shimmer palette. I've never tried anything from Blend Bunny. People say it's pretty, and I mean, I'm sure it is pretty, but an all shimmer palette? What am I doing? What am I doing? And I think it's because Tammy described it accurately. She described it as a neutral lover's dream, because you can mix the shimmers with, you know, anything and create a look. And I can understand why it's popular. But it's not my kind of palette, you know. I really like bold, you know, grungy, smoky, colorful, richly pigmented things. And an all shimmer palette where honestly it doesn't even look shimmery to me in anything I've seen. My friend Eden gave me the best swatches where I can see shimmer, but it doesn't look like, wow, you know, she's not that girl to me. And so I'm like, why? Once again, I'm letting the hype get to me, and I'm buying things that I know. I mean, I don't want to say I don't want it, because obviously I, like, ordered it, right? So, like, the thought, this isn't like the Electrum one where I was like, I feel nothing. Like, I am excited about the prospect of it coming in, but I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm not feeling the way I feel like I should be. This is the happy ending shade, and to tell you the truth, I can't tell if it's a blue or a black, but we're about to find out. It kind of looks black. Might be green. I don't know. But, like, what am I doing? And the hard part is, you guys, obviously I'm impulse buying to try to, I don't know, cope with stress of some kind, but I don't really know what kind of stress. Maybe it's just the world. Maybe I'm just so numb to everything going on in America right now, where I'm like, I can't even pinpoint a thing. It's just like the state of life. Which would make sense, because honestly, oh, my sweet mama. My sweet mama. Oh, I'm gonna try to blend eyeshadow with you. I don't know how this is gonna go. Hi, beautiful girl.
Yeah, did someone get shots today? Yeah. Did my pretty girl get some shots? Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Yup. We need Tylenol soon. Yes, ma'am, we do. Sean usually does shots, but obviously Sean had to work. And this week I've jam-packed, you guys. I have jam-packed us. So he could have gone, but there's some stuff later in the week where it's going to help me more if he's there. So we decided I would take the kids to shots, which I don't usually do. Hey, gorgeous. Who's gorgeous girl? Who's a gorgeous girl? Yes, ma'am. I hate that I'm doing it. And I go on streaks where I'm doing really well. And then I go on streaks where I do especially bad. And I've ordered 4 pallets this week, I think. And they are all pallets that I publicly said I wasn't going to get for one reason or another. Whether they were pallets I was really, really excited about or not, I don't really think that's relevant. I think what's relevant is I said I wasn't going to get them, and here I am getting them. You know what I mean? I'm going to go in with All Right. It's this orange. And I'm going to go, in the middle. I ended up accidentally scrapping a bunch of Instagram content. Nothing that was uploaded, but things that I wanted to get uploaded, because I take pictures of my makeup. And then, today's going to be one of those days where I'm going to get pulled to take care of the baby before I can upload anything. And then some days I just forget. And then I'll go to take a picture tomorrow of my makeup, and I'm like, oh man, I never uploaded yesterday's look. But then I don't want to be obnoxious and start spamming everybody's feed. So I'm like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And then over a couple weeks of just either getting lazy or getting behind or, whatever the case might be, now I have months and months of makeup looks that I never posted. And I'm like, shoot. So then I have to decide, okay, am I going to be obnoxious and spam everybody's feed? Or am I going to just scrap the looks? Or am I going to do one post where I post 3 weeks worth of makeup looks all in one just to get them up, And then today I had this genius idea that I was going to delete the pictures off my phone as I allowed Instagram access to them. That way I could keep track of where I was at. Well, when you do that, it also deletes the pictures off of Instagram, the upload screen. And so when I realized that, I was like, okay, you know what? This is just a sign. I'm just going to try to stay on top of my looks, because they were pretty, but nothing I'm probably not going to recreate just organically. Nothing, I didn't draw cheetah spots all over my face or anything like that. It was just, my everyday stuff, these kind of looks. So I just decided to not try to revive the pictures, just let them live in my trash folder, which is sad because some of them were really nice, but there's always gonna be another makeup look. I almost sang The Climb from Miley Cyrus just then. If you heard that, yes you did. Okay, and then I'm gonna take Santa's Star. It's this gold, and that's gonna be my inner corner. Yes, ma'am, yes. What do you think, Mama? So if anybody has any tips or wants to be I have a few support buddies already. I'm just naughty. But if anybody wants to talk on Instagram about why I don't need to buy more makeup and how we can manage stress in more sustainable long-term ways, please feel empowered. We're gonna go back on the floor. I think we are. Yes, ma'am. You just wanted to dance for the party. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, this is her little chew toy thing I always talk about. I think it's a nice look. But that's what kills me about myself. So, I'm not a hoarder because I certainly used to be, but not intentionally. I just felt like I had to earn, the right to use my favorite things. So that's why I ended up saving a lot of my favorite things. Which is crazy. I know.
But I'm trying to decide. Well, I do have more of my favorite eyeliner on the way, so maybe I'll just use. Where is it? I need a better. No, this is the Trimesty one. Okay, here it is. My Better Than Sex Too Faced one. Like, I'm using it. I just don't need to be buying as much because I have all the colors I could want, you know, and the stuff I'm buying largely isn't even stuff I'm like super excited for. And I think just coming on here and owning up to it and talking about it, it's historically helped me just trying to survive and not get too down about the United States. The next few years here are going to be quite hard. And I'm trying to take care of myself the best way I know how. But I need to find a better way because the way I know how simply is not succinct. Ooh, I like it. Do my inner corner. There's always one side that turns out better than the other, so I'm just going to try to focus my picture on this side. But I do think it looks nice. What are you doing down there, pretty girl? Put on way too much mascara right now. I have a friend, a good friend, who she has some really nice things on her Mercari store, like really well taken care of, unexpired, you know, good stuff. And she listed something today that I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited that she listed it, because I hate the brand. I hate the brand, but the stuff that you create with their palettes can be really nice, you know. And so seeing her listed on her Mercari store, I'm like, "Allie girl, middle finger to that brand," you know. But I don't know. Is it weird that I guess not, because if she was a stranger, I wouldn't feel weird checking out her Mercari store often, because the fact of the matter is I bought stuff and, you know, there's still stuff on there right this second that I'm really, really tempted by. But I'm trying to get better, you guys. I'll tell you, it's the Biba palette. So she has the Biba palette listed for very, very, very cheap and very, very, and I mean, I know she takes care of her stuff. I know she does. And like very reasonable, and I could see myself getting good use out of it, especially because I just bought Garden of Stars. But Bronze Seduction is a beloved palette of mine at the moment. And it just gives me very similar vibes. Like, I know that the formula is different between Natasha and Pat, but just I'm not very creative, you know. I'm not very creative, I'm not very artistic, so the different formulas, I mean, the only one who I feel like would really notice is me. Like, I don't feel like my looks would look very different. And even if they do, I don't reach for brown that often, but there's that row of delicious grays and blacks and coolness, and I'm like, ugh. So I've been like checking it, and the amount of times it's been in my cart and out of my cart, and like and I know I would use it, but like I don't want to say I'm trying to be a minimalist, because I'm definitely not, and I'm also not trying to stop buying makeup, because that's not true. But I know there's so many palettes, specifically indie palettes, that are on my radar that I'm going to purchase in the coming months, where I'm like, I don't need to be adding anything more to that list, you know? And it's just hard. It's hard for me to just be very real with myself and say, like, I don't need every beautiful palette. Because the reality is, so I just ordered Nevermore, like, last week because they had some other things on sale that I thought would be nice, like the tiramisu lip oil. But you guys heard me talk myself out of Nevermore. And the fact of the matter is, you guys heard me more excited about Call the Sirens. But I didn't order Call the Sirens, you know? So I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, it's just stuff like that where I'm like, my purchases, I feel like they're just not really making sense right now. And that's what I have an issue with. It's like, if I'm going to impulsively buy stuff, that's fine. But I would like to get to a point where A, I'm not doing it because I don't need to be doing it. I have more than enough makeup. More than enough makeup that I love, by the way. Not like that I'm settling for. Like, more than enough makeup that I actually love. But also, like, if I'm going to impulsively buy stuff, why is it not the stuff that I've been saying I'm going to get all year long? Like, why is it, like, I'm, like, looking for new stuff to want. It's just insanity. It's insane. So I need a friend. I need somebody to be really real with me. Kaylin, I'm looking at you. Thank you. And just be like, girl, you don't want it. You don't need it. Don't get it. You don't want it. You don't need it. We're not shopping right now. Don't shop. You don't need to shop. I hate that. It doesn't help that my husband is just, he's such a provider, you know, but as a result, he's kind of an enabler. Because he's just like, well, if it makes you happy. I'm like, John, no, not if it makes me happy. Don't do it, wife. And he's like, well, if it makes you happy. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're right. Have to do it. So, I don't know. You guys tell Sean. Tell Sean he's an enabler. But no. On the for real, it's my fault. I need to be accountable for myself. I know. I need to just... And I was doing really well for a while, slowing down and writing things down. But then I messed up. Like, this month I messed up in a really real way. And then at that point, I was just like, well, screw it. Like, I already messed up. Like, we'll try again next month. And, like, I don't know why I have that mindset. Like, why do I think, okay, well, I made an impulse purchase. Well, this obviously is just a green light to make all the impulsive purchases. So that, yeah, this month may be, like, disgustingly bad. I'm honestly scared to do this month's numbers, you guys. I should. Because I'm scared to do it, I should do it. But I know I'm going to be, like, really mad at myself. And I know that. So then that's the desire to, you know, wait. Like, oh, I already messed up. So maybe next month. Maybe next month I'll do better. But I don't need to wait for next month. Like, I could do better now, you know? I just need to really... need to do better. Okay, today I'm going to do Classy and It's a Vibe, these two. I've been having a lot of fun mixing and matching this blush palette this week. And it's starting to look like somebody actually owns it, so that's what I want for my makeup collection. I want my makeup collection to look like somebody actually owns it, not just like somebody likes makeup and lives here. You know what I mean? Which I know it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but that is my goal. Taking my low-key lowlighter from Danessa. You guys can see that massive dip though. Take 3, I think. Yeah, we're zooming now, Mama. We're gonna be done in no time. I have a runny nose. My kids are sick. I took my 5-year-old and my, well, I took all my kids, but my 5-year-old and my baby had COVID and flu shots today. And we all have a cold. But I have 2 in school and a toddler and a baby. So we have colds pretty consistently for like 6 months a year, at least. And they were asking me like, do we have any cold or flu symptoms? And I'm like, well, yeah. And they just kind of stopped and looked at me. And I was like, she has a runny nose. Like, I don't know why, you know? And they're like, oh, well, I don't think we could do the shot. And I'm like, she's not, like, sick. She just has a runny nose. And they're like, no fever, though? I'm like, no fever. Like, I wouldn't bring her, you know, out if she had a fever. And we were actually talking about this on one of my friends' lives the other week. How if your kids aren't genuinely aren't feeling well, I'm still using my moon slice and my Zisa highlighter, but I think I'm going to rotate them out. If not today, very, very soon. Just because, like, again, I want to keep rotating. And I know that mixed together, I really like these. But I have really enjoyed them, so maybe I'll keep them in just a little bit longer. If your kids are, like, feverish and just are feeling ill, they don't want to go to school. They don't want to go, like, around town. They just want to stay home and sleep. I mean, when we as adults are not feeling well, that's what we want to do. So the fact that people are sending their kids to school and stuff, oh, mama, when they're not feeling well, it's just really selfish and unfair. And I understand a lot of parents, you know, don't have support and they don't really, like, have a choice because of that. But I just think people need to be more considerate of their children because they don't want to be at school if they're not feeling well. Anyway, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm almost done, beautiful girl. Who's a mama? Oh, yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm back. That is all she wrote, friends. Just in the nick of time, too. Hi, gorgeous. Hi, gorgeous. We are gonna go and we're gonna take a nap. Yeah, we're gonna take a nap on Mommy's chest, I think. But I do like the look. Can you guys see the gold in their corner compared to the orange middle? I think you can see it better on this side. But that is all she wrote. That's all. Ooh, no brushes. And I hope that you guys do have a very safe, very good Halloween. Honestly, I didn't plan to upload this look on Halloween. That's just kind of how my filming ahead schedule fell. So I just kind of pulled this palette because I felt like pulling the palette, but it just happened that this was the next day in line. So that's exciting. Yes, ma'am. But we will catch you tomorrow, same time, same place. And thank you for being my soundboard. I do need to hold myself accountable, try to figure out why I'm doing it, and just pay attention to trends. So how often am I doing this? Is this something I'm doing more often than not? Because if so, I need to stop. If my shopping sprees are longer than, you can see my birthmark, that's cool, or more frequent than my saving little periods of time, that's a problem. Yes, ma'am. But anyway, I'll catch you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Can you say bye? Beautiful girl. Bye, friends.